Touchdown. 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 Touchdown.
Hello world. Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita. I am your host, and this is my co-host.
I'm Lacret Square. Big up on yourself.
How y'all's doing today? Hope everyone is doing well. Everyone is in good health. Second wave of corona is creeping up.
Yep.
So please, people, make sure you guys are staying home. Make sure you guys are washing your hands, keeping your distance.
Yep.
In Jamaica, them not really know what name, so election are going right now, so it's just pure madness all over the place. Cases are rising, and
chaos.
We are not ready for what's gonna happen.
Chaos
Schools
is the
are
best
now
way
being
to describe
postponed until October, so it's just a whole lot of foolishness, and the borders are still open.
Chaos is the best way to describe it.
You could definitely say that. The world is definitely going through it once again. But we just hope all of you guys are doing well. We just hope everyone is, safe, taking care of their health, being, cautious and being, mindful of what's going on around you. Try to be safe. But before we get into the show, I want to do our little quick plugs that we usually do.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys shop with us at justbagit.com.
That's JUSBAGIT.com.
Make sure you guys shop Nikki Glitz Cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
KQ Treats on Instagram. If you need any cakes, if you're in the tri-state area, she definitely could hook it up for you. Who else? Simply Rose on Instagram. If you need any accessories to go with your outfits, you can definitely check her out.
Yeah.
EmpressOrganics.net. If you need any feminine care, any herbal needs, anything like that, any sage to burn out all the bad spirits that's going on around, make sure you go and you purchase from her. 90 Day Win. Make sure you guys pick up Sandy's book that she just released.
Listen to that podcast, man.
Yes,
90
make sure
Day
you
Wins.
listen to 90 Day Win podcast. It is available on all streaming platforms. Make sure you guys check out lpiradio.com. They're a radio station based in Atlanta, and we just did a drop for them also recently for Baggett, so make sure you guys check that out. Just shout out all the black-owned businesses. Briggy Benz, Wing Zone in East Meadows, Long Island.
Kimika, big up yourself.
Just shout out to everyone who is doing something, something productive, trying to make ends meet, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that you got to do, keep the hustle going.
Yes, sir.
Today, what you want to talk about?
You wanted to talk about what you got in mind?
What is your definition of a successful foundation in a in a marriage? Let me see.
Definition of a successful foundation.
Mm-hmm. Like, what do you see as a foundation of a successful marriage?
I think foundation is a serious word, It's not one of them words that we just throw around, you know what I mean? Because
that's why it's
enough people think foundation is just like talking, but it's made up of many different particles, That's why it's called a foundation, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. So I think first and foremost, the most solid brick, the head cornerstone of foundation in relationships and marriages is trust. I feel like once me can trust you wholeheartedly and you can trust me, I think that is a great place to start.
That's a great place to start,
You know?
but for some people you have to earn the trust, and it's not just...
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know, you asked me what are the elements.
Okay.
You know,
Sorry.
and basically I'm saying that, you know, trust is probably the
The
cornerstone.
The headstone of it. Okay.
You know, because without that, you really and truly have nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you can have the whole heap of money. You can be the richest. You know, you can have the nice things. You know, but you know have the trust, and that alone kind of put a second thought in your mind, like, am I truly
In love
happy
or-
here,
yeah.
or you know, is this thing truly worth staying in? You know, because I'm not sure what's going on. What is he doing? What is she doing? You know, I'm not sure. You know, so once the doubt start creeping in your mind, you realize that the trust, you know, very important to the foundation.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with
And
that.
then you don't know other things. I got there. You don't know happiness.
I want to know what else you think.
Happiness definitely is a part of a solid foundation. You don't know financially. You have to be somewhat strong enough to support the family. You know what I mean? You can build on financials.
Yeah.
You know, that is not something where I got to come one time. And no foundation to build overnight or come overnight either. Like you said before, you know, trust have to be earned. So I feel like, you know, yeah, those things, you know, trust, love, you know, happiness, financial stability, overall joy, you know. These are the things that really constitute a strong foundation within a relationship.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree, but I think you left out a few things.
Like what?
Communication.
That
That for me, I
key,
think
also a
is-
key ingredient.
Yeah. I would say that's number one for me.
Okay.
It's like how trust is number one for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like communication is number one, because you might not trust someone 100%,
Mm-hmm.
but if you have that level of communication where you can explain yourself without, you know, just getting the negative end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would say communication is number one, because when you're able to communicate, you're able to explain yourself, and you're able to, you know, get that understanding from your partner, that can soothe whatever it is that you feel inside until otherwise known. You get what I'm saying or said. So that's why I would say that. But trust is definitely, I would say that's the second thing.
Okay.
Your commitment, loyalty, honesty, yeah, I would pretty much say those, you know, are the key factors in sex, good sex.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that those are like the key factors, I would say, in having a successful marriage. Now, how is it that you would say that you will continue to maintain such?
Well,
Like,
maintain it.
What is it for you? Like, what is it something that you do? How do you maintain a successful relationship?
Well, just always being aware, you know. Always being aware of the things that are needed. You know, always being aware of knowing that you personally need reassurances at times that, you know, everything is still as it should be,
Okay.
or, you know, getting better. You know, I feel like just being able to just give you that reassurance, you know, just being able to be reassured
Yeah.
on my end, you know, is enough for me, really. You know, because sometimes, you know, it does get boring, you know, and the mind do wander, and you need reassurance that you're still here, and you still want to be here, and you're still happy that happy with the way I'm
So what advice would you say
carrying
to,
out
to
my
not
husbandly duties.
Okay, so what advice would you give to avoid from it being boring? Which I don't know how y'all men what y'all classify as boring, but
I mean, boredom is relative.
Or keeping someone from their mind wandering.
Boredom is relative, see? But for me, boredom would probably mean distance.
Okay.
Like when we become too distant and we're not communicating as we normally do,
Yeah.
then I start to get bored.
Okay.
So that is
So
what
you lose
boredom is for
interest-
me.
So in other words, you lose interest quickly.
If you
Like if you're not, if,
Not
if
quickly,
the
no,
attention is not
but-
on you, then you lose
no,
interest.
not that, not the attention on me, no, not that. More like distant, like you're in the house, but you're not in the house. We walking past each other.
Yeah, but
Wake up in
stuff
the
like
morning, we not say good morning to each other. Me not do the things that I normally do to get your attention, and you not do the things that I normally do to get my attention, and then it starts to become boring.
Yeah, but that's usually in our relationship. That's on you.
Okay,
Because the only time we get like that is when you do some stupid shit.
and you start act out.
It's not acting out because I'm not a child. You feel like I'm throwing tantrums.
Yeah, you start acting out,
I don't. How do I act
and
out?
then when it
How do I
when you
act
start
out?
act out, you start doing things that you start to be distant.
No, my acting out is just me going silent. I just don't say
Yeah,
nothing.
silence, distant, whatever you want to call it.
Because
And that becomes boredom to me.
Yeah, but I'd rather not say nothing to you than say something that's
But that
gonna
not
hurt
makes
your feelings
sense
or
because
make it-
that is what the communication is for, where you just talk about.
Yeah, but
So you have to
sometimes
kind
I
of
need
change
to
that.
take it down from 10 to probably a 2 before we can actually get to
Nothing
that
wrong with that,
communication
but
level.
not take it down from
And
10
that's
to
what-
2 for a whole month or whatever.
I never do that.
You have to,
I have to do that?
you
I've done that before?
have to
That's a lie.
you have to communicate as soon as you
And-
can. Say,
no,
yo,
but the only reason why it's like that on my end, like I would do something like that, is as I said, if you do some dumb shit, and it's just
no
like,
matter how
alright.
dumb they is, we still have to communicate, as they say. That is important.
Yeah, that is
You
true,
understand?
but
So,
sometimes
That we are dealing with.
yes, that is true. Communication is important and communication is necessary. But as sometimes us females, it's best that we just give a distance and there is no communication so you can understand what you've done.
No,
Because you see, because when we quickly communicate with y'all feel like
No,
everything
that's
is good
nonsense.
and- It's the truth.
Get
How
away
is
with
that nonsense?
That is
How
total
is that
nonsense.
nonsense?
That's
Yes, because with
So-
I've
so you're
seen that
trying to
with
say-
us. Even if with our whenever we get into situation, like once I start talking to you, you feel like everything is good and buddy chill. Like nah, bruh, you still on timeout. Go back in the corner. Like we not on that.
what?
Yeah,
Time out. Go back in
Yeah.
a corner.
yeah, bruh. Like that's how I be in my head. Like come on, like why you talking? Like we not,
In your
we not
head.
on that level.
Oh, you know,
Like well, the action show.
the action show by you be becoming
Silence,
quiet.
exactly. And
And
that's when I
distant.
just don't say anything because if I say something, then it's gonna just go to a
Keita.
different level.
And that contradicts.
So no, it's not contradicting. It's
That
time.
contradicts.
You need time to cool off. There's nothing wrong
You
with that.
need time for cool off, not me. You can't
At
give me
times
time for. You can't give me time
Yeah,
for
but
cool
at
off.
times, yeah, but
You need
no,
time for cool
sometimes
off.
you need to cool off too and
No,
go in
you-
the corner
you
because
can't
your
tell
mouth
me
be
when
getting
to
red.
cool off.
Yeah, but I do when I just don't say nothing. Like
Yeah,
you need to go in the time
you need
off
to cool
corner
off.
because you're not playing
You
nice.
are cool off.
You're not playing nice. So that's what
You
it
not
is.
you not give me time for cool off. You can't give me time.
Okay,
for cool
I
off.
give myself time to cool off, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah, you give yourself
It's
time for cool
still
off.
okay, but I'm.
And
still,
then when you give yourself time for cool off, now it
that's
becomes
my time to sit there and think about what it
it
is. The
becomes
situation, if it's
boring.
not necessary. Yeah, but how does two
When
minutes
time-
become boring to you?
It's not 2 minutes though.
It's not a whole month. I know
Yes,
that
it
for a
is.
fact.
Sometimes it's like
That is a lie.
unnecessary, you know.
If I'm away, yeah, it might be a month because we're not around each other, so I don't need to be. you know what I'm
Sometimes it's
saying?
just unnecessary. And like you
Well,
said before, take your own advice. Communication
Sometimes it's
have to
unnecessary,
stay up.
and sometimes I don't ask to be placed in the shit that you put me in. So therefore, whatever happens after that, that's on you because you put yourself in that situation. You make your
Understandable.
bed, you lay in it.
Me
So
understand
whichever
and-
way it comes, if
me
you don't want to
understand and
deal with it,
accept
then
that.
you can say, all right, then I'm not dealing with this, and then we take it
And
from
then
there.
and then it just becomes silly.
Yeah, if that's what I'm saying. With me, I need that time for me. The same time I'm telling you that I need a timeout or whatever you want to call it. Like that's my time to sit there and figure out if it's that serious or not. If I really need to be stressing this, because I do have those times where I take my time. You see me do it. Where I take my time, go bun my spliff, and think about shit. And then if I'm feeling like, all right, we can get past this, I'll come and speak to you.
Okay.
But if not, then it's just like, all right, you need to just stay over there and I stay over here. It's going to be the best situation.
Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is, man.
But communication is definitely, I would say, it's number one.
Yeah, and I'm glad you know that. So now you know, say,
I
When you
communicate.
think
It's
about-
just sometimes I need time
when you
to
think about
calm down.
yeah, you take time for process and come back.
Exactly.
Yes,
I have to process it.
I understand
And
that.
sometimes that's necessary.
You have to
It's not
process.
all the times it's necessary, but sometimes it is necessary for a woman to do that.
You have to process.
Because you have to really sit there and think about how you really feel.
Me process
I'm not
right
gonna
away.
work, but I can't work off of emotions, and that's what's gonna make it do for me. If I sit there and
I
just
think that is the difference between man and woman.
yeah,
you know.
if we sit there and go through a situation, I'm not gonna just start going out. Like I need time to sit there and really think about it because
My
if I just
mind-
go, I'm gonna go crazy on
Yeah,
it.
my mind, me process right then and there.
No, I need time to
And we
have my
just-
wusa.
And we just so move right
No,
away.
I need my
Deal with it.
no. Yeah, but
then
then
just,
y'all
yeah.
do it that way, and then y'all deal with it right away, and then you come back and realize that's not the decision you wanted to make. And then you put yourself in a situation where you have to be backtracking and you have to be apologizing for shit that y'all didn't really want to apologize for in the first place. So
I
that's
mean,
why acting off of just
I
how you
agree.
feel
I
in
mean,
the
if you do
moment.
something wrong, personally, I've grown to understand that if you do something wrong and you have to apologize to it, then it is
yeah,
what
but
it
just
is.
apologizing to something that you've done wrong is not only the thing
Apologize
that's just
and
going to heal the
acknowledge.
situation.
And then we move to the healing stage.
Okay.
Apologize and then move to the healing stage. You understand?
Most men can't get
Me, I've grown to understand and accept that.
Yeah, and that's something that we
That
have
is
to
the process.
exactly, and that's something that y'all have to go through. But you know, it's a hard pill for many of you guys to swallow. Many of y'all
Maybe.
don't know how to apologize. Many of y'all don't want to apologize because you're gonna feel like you're less of a man or whatever the case is. That's not the situation. You've done her wrong. You apologize and you say what you gotta say. And you keep
Or
it
you
pushing.
have done him wrong,
Or you've
and you
done
need
him
to
wrong.
go sit down and think about what you do and then come back,
No,
come
if you did wrong, you don't
apologize.
need to sit down and think what we do, because you know what you do already. We need to
Come
sit down
back,
and think
come
about.
back and apologize. You understand? Give the man some space and make him ease himself, burn him spliff, do him thing, and then you take your time and you come back, come say, baby, I'm sorry. Very, and everything good again.
Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Music and Match. Because I don't know what that's in my comment, because that don't even make no sense right now. Because we don't even understand that. I mean, yes, women,
I'm
we
saying,
do. We
what
do
I'm
need to
saying
take
is,
accountability
it's a vice
for our,
versa. There's,
Yes,
you know,
but
man do
majority
things
is-
and they always do that. They always do that. It's not go on you, him do this and him. No. You have to keep a balance with
That's
your
why
reasoning.
you're here to keep the balance. I can't
Exactly.
speak on that. I speak on what I know of. So I'm going to
Exactly.
speak and stand up for the woman.
Exactly.
Because most of
You have
y'all
to keep
act.
a balance. I feel the thing for no say.
Anyways, you guys, tell us what you think about this episode.
You violate and you know?
Tell us what you think about this
People gotta think about
episode.
what you do.
Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, and comment on this and other episodes that we have. Make sure you guys follow us on all streaming platforms: Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Cast. Anywhere podcasts are available, we
did it.
are streaming. Yes, so make sure you guys check us out. Thank you guys for joining us again on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita. I am your host, and this is my co-host.
I'm like Red Square.
Thank you
Touchdown.
guys. Walk good people.
Touchdown.